Hey guys, it's them Dippers. My name is Tristan, and
I'm Tyler.
we are the main owners of this. You will see others in these. Names will not be given. Today we're going to be dipping some Copenhagen Wintergreen. I just got a long cut there for a minute. Got it right here. So it's a back lip. Get a good pinch here. Just a good little pinch. So I figure I had one video up. Some of you might have watched it. We are pretty much going to start from the beginning, like the old video was, because I had to take it down from my friend because he almost got in trouble because he's stupid. So, should we start about when I first started dipping?
Yeah?
Okay. Well, when I first started dipping was about last year. We were walking down to Fair City at school, and Tyler was with me. It's like, think about chewing. He was like, all right. So he handed me some of this. That's the stuff that got me started. Copenhagen long cut. And ever since then, I used to chew Cope at the beginning. Then over the summer, I switched to Grizzly. I got fed up with that, so now I'm back to Copenhagen.
Damn. We probably, over the summer, we're probably going through about a can and a half a day.
Yeah, at least once a week.
Yeah.
Just back when I was working at the ranch. So yeah, when was your first time?
Well, I was up at hunting camp up in Glendale, and my dad threw in a dip, and I was like, "Hey, Dad, can I have some?" And it was Grizzly Wintergreen, and at the time I didn't have a preference because it was my first dip, and so when I threw it in, I was like, "This is okay," and kept spitting. About 30 minutes later, I had to stop, get out of the truck, and I had dry heaves for probably about 20 minutes straight.
Yeah. Along with what he's saying, back in my store when I first started dipping, well, about halfway down to Fair City, I took my dip out, and I was still spinning. I mean, down to the store, got our drinks, walked all the way back, then class started.
The bad part is that Fair City is only about maybe a quarter, well, probably about half a mile.
Blocks.
Yeah, about half a mile from the school.
Yeah. So we get back and sit on our class, and we're watching a video. So lights are off, it's summer, air conditioning's on, so it's pretty mild in there. And so I'm spinning, I have my head down, I'm not feeling good, I feel like I'm gonna puke, I'm pretty sure everybody's first time dippers, you'll go through the same thing. Everybody remembers it.
Oh yeah, I remember that moment still to this day.
Yeah.
I remember my dad fucking yelling at me, "Get the hell back in the truck!"
And so I had my head down, and Tyler, he nudges me. He's like, "Hey, bud." I'm like, "What?" He's like, "Why don't you take another one? It'll make you feel better." And I'm just like, I look at him. I'm just like, "Really? Are you stupid? Like, seriously? You see what what I'm like right now? You think I want to throw another one in?" And one of my other buddies sits in there all chuckling, laughing. Funny part was, he throws one in right in front of the teacher's desk. It's like me, him, and our buddy. And there's just that smell when he opened his can. It hit me, and I'm like, "Oh, yeah, no, didn't do it." I didn't puke. I've only puked once, and that was with Grizzly Fine Cut. It was about probably 8th or 9th time dipping, and I was on the bus, and I had a smaller one in. We were going, and I'm like, "Oh, it's getting hot. Take my jacket off." Okay, it's getting really hot, and I was wearing a dress shirt. Take that off, and I'm just in my Hanes shirt. I'm like, okay, this isn't good. Pull down the window, and just everything came out. Yeah.
The first time I ever threw up on dip, I was dipping some Grizzly 1900. Now
That stuff tastes like dirt.
that shit is gross. It literally tastes like dirt. You go fucking take a pinch of dirt out of the ground, throw that in your lip, and you got some Grizzly 1900.
I don't know, like, you remember when the first time you ever put a dip in, there was that kind of sour taste?
No, I never got that sour taste. It tasted amazing. I couldn't get over the smell of it, but I mean,
I
What I
remember it was like that tarty kind of taste. I don't know. I wish I could still taste chew like that. I can't.
oh yeah,
I miss
like
it so much.
last year was my sophomore year. When you got a fresh can of dip and it was your own can, it was like a
Mm-hmm.
freaking. It was like a necessity to have your own can, and it
You were
was
the
just
cool redneck at
yeah,
school. Now everybody's like,
yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
Everybody's got a
Like
can.
who's got a can? Here.
Yeah.
You get like 10, 15 people just standing around you, handing you a can. It's like nothing now. I mean, we all get our dip. I personally, I'm not of the age, but I buy my own. I mean, my parents don't care. I mean,
My mom doesn't either. What was it? I guess we'll tell them when we told our parents. So
oh god,
I'll put it this way: if you're gonna tell your parents, tell them straight up. Don't hide it from them.
yeah,
It's only gonna make it worse. If you're with your dad does it or whatever, you're more comfortable telling one of your parents, whether it's your mother or your father, tell them. Get them, alone. Be like, hey, I got something to tell you.
yeah. I mean, my dad was the first one to give me my dip. I was about 12 years old, and then last year
You got
he
chew all over the place.
he he stopped chewing for 4 years and started smoking. And one day I went over to his house and I had some grizzly wintergreen. It was during the summer, and he's like, I go up to him, I put it under his nose, like, Dad, you want a dip? And finally took one, and ever since that day, he still to this day chews. And whenever I go over there, we'll sit there, dip, and BS all day.
Yeah. So if you're gonna tell your parents, get like I said, get them alone. Get which one you feel comfortable talking to them. Say I started chewing. I know the consequences, and if I can, laws. Don't get MIP. Whatever.
Yeah.
I know the health effects, but I'm ready to take that. I feel like I'm old enough to make my own decisions, and it can go either way. Either you can get an ass whooped by your parents, or they'll realize it.
Yeah. My mom was the worst about it. Still to this day, she doesn't like it. But I mean, like if I'm chilling in my room, I have a dip, and she's like, at least make it to where I can't see it. And it's like, all right, throw it back here. And then I personally like it up here because I got a pocket going, and it's just comfy right there. It doesn't move around. It stays packed. But my stepdad, he's an asshole about it.
Your stepdad's an asshole about everything.
He's a damn ogre. He's like 6'6", 260. His fucking shoulders like bam. I was like, what the hell? But no, whenever he comes in my room and have chewing, he's like, you goddamn chewing? I'm like, yeah. He's like, throw the damn thing out. You're not allowed to chew in the house. But I mean, other than that, my parents don't really care.
And my mom will. Back to what we were saying. I told her in the car. She's like, "Are you seriously, Tristan?" I'm like, "I'm sorry. I'm old enough to make my own decisions now." She's like, whatever. Well, you started, so can't really, get you to stop. It's up to you. And ever since then, I've been dipping. My situation at home was just like his. It was don't hide it. Don't chew around me. But eventually, Mom just kind of gave up on that. She just doesn't really care. She jumped my ass one time because one of my buddies was over and he left. We were used to spitting beer cans. Now we spit in like
mason jar.
Sealable containers now because he spilt it and got over the table. She yelled at me for it, and I was like, "Mom, that wasn't me. I don't leave my spitters outside anymore." So, yeah, that's pretty much my story about it.
Yeah. Now, if you guys notice, we're not spitting in mud jugs here. Pretty soon, we're gonna
order ourselves some mud jugs.
Yeah. I just got paid last
bottles
week.
Don't really, mud jugs is the way to go.
Yeah,
don't definitely. Get those. What are those called? Those spit buds?
Yeah, don't get spit buds.
Those are gay. Those are for like the skull apple, skull cherry, shit twist. Those are those kind of guys. Those fruity guys.
My ex-girlfriend brought me one of those. Those things are the worst. They spill. The only thing good about them is they got a little compartment under it that you slide your can into, and that's
what your back pocket's for.
Yeah.
So, I think we should talk to them about chewing at school.
Oh, God. Yeah, why not?
Well, if you've seen my previous video, I went over this. Like I said, I delete it, so we'll just kind of do that video again. Well, if you're ever going to chew in school, get pouches. Or hide it back here or up here. I preferably like it down here, because when it's up here, it like, kind of runs on the back of my throat.
It's like, ew. But I personally, I mean, most people might call me pussy for it, but my favorite thing to dip in class is snooze. That camel snooze, any flavor, doesn't really matter. They're easy to get. They last for me, they last like 3 hours, 2
Mine
hours.
lasted almost the entire day till the back of it blew out and went all over my mouth.
Yeah, I started chewing on mine, messing around, and it blew out in my mouth. I was like,
Well,
flip that out.
If none of you guys know what snus is, it's the Swedish tobacco. It's meant for gutting. And if you're gonna chew in school, learn to gut.
Yeah.
I mean, you can get if you can't do it, if you can't gut it, get a 44 ounce.
Oh yeah.
Styrofoam. Make it not see through.
That was the best thing that I ever did. And make sure you always double lid your styrofoam cups, because with single lid you can kind of see through it and the smell comes out of it. You double lid it, it doesn't come through.
I learned to gut it. I can't gut like a wintergreen, but long cut. Like today in welding, I had one in. Got it no problem. Spitting in the booth, in the metal scrap bucket.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, you got to get used to it. I mean, definitely do not, if you're going to start gutting, don't start right off the bat, spit
twice, gut.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't even do that. I would spit and then if I had my dip in for like half hour, and then I'd start gutting it, and still, I don't like it. I mean, I don't gut besides snooze. I mean, I don't have to. My teachers know. I mean, I don't really dip in school anymore unless I got snooze, but...
So, the rule with my stepdad is, if I'm going to chew around him, I get to spit twice, and I have to gut it. I'll have like a bottle with me, if it's like, I can gut it, but if it's like a fresh dip, it takes a while. I get the shivers and stuff.
It's like, ooh. I mean, I don't like the taste of it, but I mean, if I have to get it, I'll get it. I mean, I got caught once in class.
And by the police.
And
that was a funny one.
Still to this day, I haven't gotten an MIP, but...
We'll get to that story on the next video.
Yeah. But the time I got caught in class, I ended up swallowing my dip, and I still had grains left in my lip, and that's the only reason I got caught. But, I mean... It was disgusting. They stuck in the back of my throat, and it stayed there all damn day. It sucked. I literally went and when I got home, and I literally drank mouthwash because it was so disgusting, and that was the only way I got it to come out. But I mean,
so I don't know what kind of teachers you have at school, but our agriculture teachers, the female ag teacher, we won't give any names. She won't really tolerate it.
Oh no.
But our male ag teacher, he'll tell you to go spit it out. If you know him, he'll tell you, go take a trip to the bathroom, spit it out.
Yeah, that's exactly what he'll say. Like, go take a trip to the bathroom. But with me, last year, he's changed since last year. But last year, I'd walk right up to him with a huge dip in and sit there and talk to him. He's like, be careful because the principal's supposed to be coming in here today. Or he'd tell us what was up and tell us what teachers were supposed to be coming in that day.
We used to have a rule where it was, as long as you keep it clean and don't rat on him, he'll let you do it. It doesn't matter if it's in the front of your, whatever you wanted.
Yeah.
Well, one kid spit on the ground, ruined it for everybody.
Yeah. Now, I mean, we spit every once in a while, but I got to the point where I could gut it 100% of the time. Or if I got the shivers, I'd go out back where our lockers were and just spit. Just sit up there for a couple minutes, spit, go get a drink of water, and that'd be fine. So,
one of our science teachers, she has one rule. If she catches you dipping in class, she'll make you swallow the dip or take an MIP. The trick of swallowing it, she won't let you have any water.
Yeah.
So you gotta sit there and hunger down and bite your lip.
Yeah.
I never did in our class, so I'm not stupid.
Should we tell them about the brotherhood?
Nah, we'll save that for another video. Once we get all the boys together, we'll do it.
Alright.
But, I guess we're gonna wrap it up right here. So, like, comment, subscribe, whatever. If you want to see a certain dip, we will do our best to get it. We'll do a review over it. So, like, comment, subscribe.
Yeah.
Rock the gums. Wait, was it save the lungs, rock the gums? Remember
Yeah.
that. All right. Have a good night. God bless.